Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is my first ever no-nonsense guide for Black Ops 4 Zombies, and today we're going to be covering the shield on 9. Now, there's no time for nonsense, so we're going to get right into it. Take a right when you're in the spawn area, and you'll come towards the Temple of Ra. You can see the kind of sphinx lying down just there. This is the temple, and your first shield part is going to be located either in this spawn location just here, where you just saw me pick it up, or on the right-hand side here against this wall, or finally on the opposite wall just there against the pillar. Now, I should note that these part locations don't always appear straight away. And what I mean by that is that sometimes the game takes a second to load them in, and as such, you might need to wait a second or two before they actually pop up on your screen for you to pick them up. However, if you just run over to them and hold square, run over to the locations that is, you should be able to grab them even if they aren't visible just yet. Now then, the second location that we're going to be looking for is Odin's temple. Now, to get there, we have to go under the map, and on the way there, we actually see, as you can see on your screen just a second ago, the buildables bench that we'll be using to craft the shield a little later in this video. However, for now, you're going to keep on coming through under the map, and you'll get to the next shield possible location. It's just here, against this wooden beam. Now, I should note that if you're playing this game without any patches on it, there's a chance it could be against that wooden pillar that I just knifed. It was like that in an early build of the game that I got the chance to play at Treyarch. Don't think it should be like that in your game, though. It should be the first spawn that I just showed you. There's another spawn just here on this kind of shield rack type thing, and then if you come up the stairs into the Temple of Odin himself, you should see a wooden barrel in the corner of the area, and it'll be leaning against that. That's where your third possible spawn for this part will be. We're then going to go across and enter the Temple of Zeus. Same deal as before here, 3 possible spawns. And I should note, you can do these in any order, of course, just like any usual shield guide. This first spawn is going to be at the feet of this statue here, just lying on the little plinth. Then, if you come across the room and go down the stairs a little bit, you'll see another statue with an outstretched hand. It can be inside that statue's hand, potentially, and then the third and final spawn of the third and final part will be all the way down the stairs. You'll be looking at another kind of mural on the wall, some kind of Greek artwork, and it'll be lying on the platform right in front of you. Then, your job is pretty simple. You've just got to run down the stairs, so keep going down. Take a little turn here and come back to the buildables bench that I pointed out earlier in this video. You'll then, assuming you've grabbed all 3 parts, be able to craft the Blazing Bull. That's the name of the shield, and it comes in 2 chunks. You get the shield itself, so the protective side on your left arm, and then you get a knife with it on your right arm, and that's what you're going to be using as your melee. There isn't a conventional shield bash or anything like that. Instead, you do this swiping motion, and what's interesting is if you get multi-kills when you're doing that swiping, you'll see it happen in my gameplay at various moments as I keep playing it while I talk here. Every time I get a multi-kill, I get these glowing gems appearing on my sword. And then when I have 3, and the effect is really, really cool when you have 3, you actually end up lighting zombies on fire when you melee them, which is freaking awesome. And I reckon that that's something that they're definitely going to play more with when they give us a full shield upgrade, because that's inevitably going to happen. That's a very Treyarch thing to do. I think that that's something that they're definitely going to expand on and play with when we eventually figure out how to unlock that sort of thing. Now, that's not the only secret that the shield has to offer. Absolutely not. It turns out that the shield is also useful for a ranged attack. And so you're probably thinking, what? That sounds a little strange. Like, a ranged attack with a shield? What's going on here? It turns out you can put the knife inside the little slot in the shield and use it as a gun. It fires little sort of pellets of flame out of the front in 30-round bursts, which is a really interesting burst count. That's quite a high one, and so you only get a couple of sprays with this thing, but it's really cool, and you can use it to mow down zombies, and trust me when I say this, it will also be useful for some Easter eggy type things very shortly also. Now, a question that a lot of you might be having at this point is, is the shield actually that powerful at later rounds? And so, to test that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make use of Black Ops 4 Zombies' custom mutations mode, and just spawn in at round 50, and I'll build the shield, and see what happens. And, I mean, the gameplay here speaks for itself, in my opinion. It's really not very good. I mean, I was building the shield, and then basically just losing the shield straight away again afterwards, because you melee twice or 3 times, and it just breaks. It breaks really, really quickly, and it doesn't kill the zombies. And that is something that I thought was really unfortunate. I was really praying that at round 50, you'd be able to grab a shield and just bonk the horde. But unfortunately, we have no such luck. Anyway, hopefully this no-nonsense guide has been useful. I've got no-nonsense guides for everything on my channel, so if you want to just cut the crap and get the facts, wow, that sounds like a tagline that I've had for years. I just made it up. Then this is the place to come to, okay? Subscribe, turn on notifications, click that little bell, and you'll be all set. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, sure. Kick on the